Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We should be live now. And with that, my ironclad defense of yes, Eric, I stopped you from coming and complaining about me being late because you could never come and see the Silk Song stream or be spoiled. I knew it would work. I schemed and I planned, and it all paid off. Um, but here we are going to be discussing uh, the most painful country that we've seen Tinto flavor for so far. Uh, stream. Oh, viewer. Oh, wait, do it there. I need to make a suitably depressing ping in the Discord server about this because this is a tragic. From what I read, this is just a devastating Tinto flavor because this is Denmark is just in a tragic situation. More painful than the Eastern Roman Empire. The Byzantine, like we've seen people playing them and they don't like honestly the Byzantines ain't that bad because they got lots of pops and stuff. I plan to do a video, or even a stream. Nah, no, I can't do a stream, but I got to do a video, discussing it where I want to discuss the differences between Lambert and students, to both of their AARs talking about Eastern Rome, and I think that yeah. In general, East Rome's not going to be that hard because they're simply a very large country. Their problems are not crippling. They're at a point in history. Eastern Rome's at a point in history where they're they're at the edge. They haven't already fallen off the cliff and need to grab on for dear life to pull themselves back up. They're at the edge of the cliff, and it'll only take one civil war, for them to truly fall off. But discussing the most painful start in EU5 yet. And oh, Playmaker. Yes, it was the Playmaker, not the student. Um, Yes, yes, I do remember he said that it needs to be nerfed. The reason that he said that though, the reason he says that because his title is that Easter Rome should be nerfed, but the reason that he says that Easter Rome should be nerfed is not because they are too powerful and they will destroy the whole map. It's just the fact that he doesn't like Byzantium being actually a competent country. He likes to play Rome as they're about to be destroyed, so you need to bring them from the brink of complete annihilation. Meanwhile, at this point, they are in a really crappy state, but it's recoverable. So it's not like EU4 where it's just this completely hopeless situation that you jank your way into solving. I think it's him that needs to be nerfed. Yeah, exactly. um, he is very very good at the game, and if he wants to be looking for a challenge in EU5, he should not be going to one of the like three empires on the map and thinking that it's going to be a challenge. I don't think there's many countries that would be able to be a challenge for Playmaker because he is so good at Paradox games that yeah, I think that he could probably play as Frankfurt and have a very easy time with the way that EU5 works. But that is not the main point of the video. It's a similar topic because Denmark is very painful, and from what I've heard them saying about Eastern Rome, it does not sound anywhere near as bad as Denmark's situation. The only thing that's good about Denmark is that the ruler's pretty solid, from what I recall looking at this earlier. I took a glance at it earlier, which is unusual for me, I know. If you min-max hard, nothing is hard. Yeah, I mean, um, I think, yeah, New World natives are going to be hella tough for sure. I've said before, I'm very excited to try them out. I will very much want to try playing them, and tribals in general. I think that as far as my own mod's concerned, I think that the way that once we get our hands on the game and we people can try out playing tribal countries, that's going to determine a lot about the setup of my own world for tribal pops and that sort of thing. Because I think the concept is very interesting. I really want to explore the idea of being able to build a nation from nothing. So that'll be something I'm really curious about how it feels to play.
Is that? I thought I put it on mute. No, it's when I blasted it. I didn't need to.
The window's right there. See yourself out.
Please don't hurt me. I'm just a little guy. Don't hurt me. Please.
I don't really have anything funny to throw at you.
Don't throw anything at me.
I guess I won't. Then I'll just take a sip.
So I thought you were grabbing your water bottle and throw it.
I'll just take this big old metal thermos real quick and chuck it at my girlfriend because she dared to have her TikTok unmuted. Fucking bitch! Ah! Yeet!
You're just a funny little guy.
Funny little guy, indeed.
Turn you into a.
Ooh! Ooh!
Love you dead, guys. Sorry. I guess I'm the start of the show now. Let's see, what are we talking about here? Maybe just okay. Denmark. You know that country. Doesn't sound very good from what I'm hearing. East Trident? Is that set? East Trident? I don't know, he's dead. Was enthroned by Count Gerard III. Oh no. That's not good. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, look at him. He's pretty fucking ugly if you had to ask me. It's male. He has 71 papers, 64 birds, and 72 swords. I think guy's compensating for something. That's for sure. He's 45. Pretty good age to be at this time, I would say. Yeah. Danish, Estonian, Swedish. What the fuck is that? Frisian? Frisian? Is that even a thing? Oh, I don't think that's a thing. I don't know. I don't know how YouTube works. It's confusing. But I guess I'm Pardoner Charlie. That's me now, guys. Oh, look, there's maps. Oh, dit. I like that country. Dit. Sounds like zit. Yeah. Oh yes, it's a real culture. Okay, sorry, Eric. I fell asleep during social class. I was more of a science person myself. This doesn't make much sense. I don't understand any of this. So, put my hands up. I don't know. It's up to you guys. You can read, right? You can read. I don't need to be here. I'm just gonna go. Get hijacked.
Okay. Okay.
It being confusing. I don't get it.
Yeah. 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 It's a little confusing. Um, I have been revived and overthrown the menacing Charlie the Pardoner, I guess. Yeah. Um, and yes, Frisian is a real culture. Okay, okay. So you know how the Dutch are swamp Germans?
Yeah.
Okay, the Frisians are swamp Dutch.
Oh,
Yeah,
that doesn't make much sense.
it does. It just because the swamp and yeah, the swampy or swamp people.
This is all I can. Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah, 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 yeah. It is. We're yapping. It's good. It's a good time. Anyway, okay, what? Okay. The swamp changes people in strange ways. Yes, yes, it's a good episode of Avatar. Yes. Alright.
I want to keep on.
This could be the strangest VOD when people eventually check this out later on.
I don't even know how long I sat like hijacked your stream for.
2 minutes.
Oh, hey, that's a good amount of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything bad.
No?
I tried to explain it best I could.
Yeah, that's Gerard. He's got 71 papers, 64 birds, and 72 swords. Yeah. It's certainly something.
Mm-hmm.
It actually is pretty good. It's pretty good because you can tell because it's gold and silver.
I don't care.
Yeah, you should care. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Need a swamp that changes people in your mod now? Do we need a swamp that changes people? Huh?
You're a swamp.
Yeah, we
I'm
do.
swamp.
Yeah, we have a swamp. Big swamp. Her swamp. She's making the swamp. I mean, she's not coding the swamp, but she's thinking about it. She's cooking up the idea. Very strange swamp. It used to be a swamp, but now it's a swamp. It was a pretty big like place. Lots of people lived there, and then climate change is a bitch, and then it stopped being that way, and then whoops. Yeah, King Christopher II. I don't know. Uh, okay, green text. Moving on. What is actually going on here? Well, okay. I need to actually read through this and explain because this is the whole reason that Denmark's so bad. Yeah. Denmark is going to be terrible. To get on after 13 minutes to get on with things. Denmark is bad. Denmark is the worst. Ironically, because it's the best land, it is the worst Scandinavian country because of its starting situation. Norway is going to be decent in my eyes. Mind you, I haven't seen a ton of information about it, but looking at its stuff, Norway has a lot of raw materials and wood. It's got pretty bad climate, but it's got a lot of coastline. So you're going to be able to propagate your control a lot over that coast, just like Denmark will. And Denmark's got good land for having lots of pops, fine. But their starting situation is rather bad, and they don't have those resources. Sweden and Norway do. And, well, great parts of the country were mortgaged to prominent members of the Danish and German nobility, and the Duchy of Schleswig was forced to be separated from the king's lands, and the territory of Scania was sold to Sweden. So Denmark has been terribly mismanaged, and the ruler decided they're going to start selling off land. Land of farms and windmills and brick houses. Well, unfortunately, they aren't a land of mines and trees, because fun fact, you need mines and trees to like build a country, and building a country is kind of important in this game. It's kind of like the whole point. It's not enough to just have people. Though having people's nice too, because if you got lots of people, then you can buy the stuff you want to make things. So they took my country for a horse. My country for a horse thing a bit too literally. Yeah, yeah, I guess. Yeah. But the oh, no. Puppet kings and stuff. Yeah, de facto rulers. Yeah, whatever. But because they haven't technically solidified who the king is, but there's a de facto ruler at least anyway. It will not be easy to overcome the situation, but the Danish people are resilient and resolute, and Valdemar Estrinsson, son of Christopher II, is already preparing his moves to recover the authority of the kingdom. Oh, great! Yes, yes, great, great. So the subject Eric brought up, is this really worse than Eastern Rome? Because Eastern Rome's got some problems, sure, but they've got gold and a ton of people. So while Eastern Rome has problems and we haven't properly like gotten our hands on information about it, just what people have told us, we haven't got it in our hands. Eastern Rome is, it's in some debt. They got bad legitimacy. They got some shitty privileges, but all of that doesn't really matter when none of it stops them from making use of the gold that they have and the fact that they have good money. They've got lots of pop. They got lots of pops, a lot more pops than anyone around them, as far as I understand it. The Ottomans have comparable pops to them, I think. But even at game start, like the Byzantines can just attack and kill the Turks because they've just got more people. So yeah. I'm pretty sure that actually no, I don't remember who's got. I think yeah. Never mind. The market. Yeah, I think they're all in the Lubeck market. Um, I'm pretty sure that Denmark, Norway, and Western Sweden are in the Lubeck market, and like Eastern Sweden, and the Danish colonies are in the Riga market. So they can technically, I guess, yeah, they'll be able to get access to that wood, uh, just after Norway and after anyone that's got more trade than them. So maybe it's not as bad as I was thinking. Because they're going to have good uh, trade power. So they'll get good prioritization on buying that wood. So maybe it ain't as bad as I'm making it out to be. And they won't need to import it from a different market. But the problem is the fact that they don't own the market that they're in. That is kind of cringe for any self-respecting country. Now, what I was getting at with the whole Byzantine thing and their like population, yeah, Denmark. Even though Denmark is, it's the part of Scandinavia that is like it's not really Scandinavia, is it? It's not really. It's part of the mainland, and it's actually got decent climate. Even then, it ain't even got 1 million people. It's only got 700K. And sure, they're all Danish. There's 7% non-Danish pops, and that's good. But this number is really one of the things we need to pay attention to, and we don't have the experience to understand it. But the tax base, I'm pretty sure that's what this number is. The tax base. That's a very important number to keep track of. Though, yeah, they simply don't have many pops, and the like where they can theoretically try to expand early into Sweden, Sweden would mob them. It would just mop the floor with them because Sweden is in a PU with Norway, so both of them are going to be protecting each other plus whatever allies either of them get. And then also they sold off Scania, so that's now a vassal, and that's good land too. So Scania is actually going to be a competent threat as well. Point is, your expansion path's not looking good. Who are you going to ally to help you? Who's going to help Denmark attack Sweden? I can't think of anybody. What, the Teutonic Order? Famous naval power. That is the Teutonic Order. You ain't got anybody to help you with that. Brandenburg? Brandenburg's even shittier than you, as far as I understand. They just have a better starting situation for, they don't have penalties. But, yeah. You have Schleswig taken out of the king's domain and made, as an actual subject. And Holstein, you don't even have Holstein yet. Novgorod. That's not a bad one. I didn't think about that. Novgorod theoretically could help them. Maybe. Ask your historical friend Lubeck for help. Yes. Yes, Denmark's favorite person, Lubeck, will help attack Sweden. Uh, Damn. This Charlie person is definitely right. This Charlie person's right. I know. I'm bad. I'm bad. If only Partner Charlie was back. She was so much better and knew what she was talking about way better than I do. Wait, what? Eastern Roman Empire? The Ottomans are only, I think, 300,000? I swear. Okay, that explains a lot, but I swear I heard that the Turks start with like almost the same amount of pops as the Byzantines, and then after they fight like one war, get more pops. So that's completely different from what I understood. That explains why they're so much stronger, and that's how it should be. The Byzantines should be a good deal stronger right now. The reason the Byzantines lost was not because they got attacked by a bunch of rinky-dink Beyliks, and the Beyliks should be weak. The point is that the Beyliks are able to consolidate each other and become something much stronger as a result, and then threaten the Byzantines who are stagnating. Because while the Byzantines stagnate, the Ottomans rise. So if the Byzantines kill the Beyliks quick, then it won't be a problem. And theoretically, that seemingly happens a bunch of the time, as often as not. Overall, yes, and then in caps, overall, Anatolia is more populous, but it's fragmented. Yes, because there's been all tons of migrations, lots and lots of pops migrating in. There's a lot of Greeks there, sure, but there's also tons of the actual Turks coming in. But yeah, it's going to be the Byzantines are going to be such a good game, I figure, because you're going to be able to really early just fix out your immediate finances and then just start marching your armies. Just war, war, war. Just start chaining wars into each other, fighting the Beyliks on the west coast of Anatolia and get back all that Greek land. Um, but honestly, I think more so than the Byzantines, I'm going to want to play the Hospitaller because I'm a big Knights of St. John fan. So uh, I think I'm going to want to play them and try and conquer Anatolia for the Knights. Teutons are cool too. I like holy orders in general. There's going to be too many holy orders in my mod. It's not even silly. Pirate Knights do go hard. Yes, I love the fact that they're going to have a lot of bonuses. They get lots of discipline, of course. All the holy orders get tons of discipline, but they also get lots of boat bonuses. So that's going to be really cool to play as. Uh, you gotta do the Age of Empires 3 and colonize the New World as the Knights. That just sounds so based. Tragically, you can't change your primary culture though. You're stuck as being French. Oh, but there are worse fates. Territory of Estonia, yeah, the territory of Estonia. But here we move along and see the 3% crown power. 3. Denmark has no power. Their king is a useless entity that sits there and can't do anything. Your cabinet can't do anything. Your cabinet is useless. Oh, yeah, were the Templars disbanded by this point already? Yeah, because they're not in the game. So I guess the fact that the Templars ain't in the game imply, yeah, I think they must have been disbanded. Uh, so sad, so sad. Oh, so sad. 3%, yeah. Nothing. They have no crown power. 1319 was when they were disbanded. Ooh, yeah, that's a real shame. We almost could have had the banking knights. I say the banking knights as if every single holy order wasn't doing banking. It's kind of funny because the banking families exist as building based countries, but I kind of hope that the holy orders are able to bank too, because they're the ones that are like actually, yeah, they're doing it a lot, and they're all over the place too with their commanderies. So I kind of hope they can do banking stuff too. Not confident that'll be the case, but yeah, we'll see. One thing, yeah, I'm both gonna have way too many holy orders in my mod, uh, as well as I'm gonna have different versions of the holy order gameplay loop, where I'm gonna try experimenting with making um, adventurer tags be a thing, where there's basically, yeah, there's one specific faction I'll talk about once I've officially announced the project and stuff more, but there is there's a grand adventurers guild, quote unquote, that would theoretically be a building based country, and might even have other building based countries as vassals that run mercenary hubs around the place. Banking in army based countries, military order would go hard. I really hope, because they've said that it's really hard to go from a building based to a land based country. But the thing is, how then? Like, surely there is still a way. Like, as the holy orders in Spain, for example, the various holy orders that don't actually own land, they just have commanderies. Theoretically, those tags should be able to conquer land, right? The Hospitaller own land and are still a holy order, so they get their commanderies and stuff theoretically. But just like the Templar, not the Templars, the Teutons have the Teutons own land quite a bit, and also have their commandery still. So theoretically, can't they function the same? Perhaps an adventurer guild IO with private guilds or tags under it as building-based nations. They can share laws. Oh, that is a great idea. That is a great idea, Rasak. Thank you for that. An international organization of building-based and army-based adventuring guilds. Because there's ah, a lot of the free cities. Well, I'll say there's a lot of the free cities and a couple of unique. I'm going to be adding some unique types of tags to my own HRE, because like they added with EU5, they're adding the special status in an international organization, and that's how they do a lot of things like the electors. So I'm going to be adding a new type of special status that is like, there's free cities on the economic side of things that are very autonomous and answer directly to the emperor. But here there's going to be another one that is the imperial garrison, and also there's going to be adventurer stuff. A lot of the time there's going to be adventurer outposts where those adventurers eventually set it up into a fortress and got certain rights and privileges and responsibilities. But don't want to talk about that too much now. It's too easy for me to get distracted in the app about that one. I'm not supposed to be doing that yet. And yes, adventurers getting events where they damage people's stuff while doing quests would be funny. uh, right, but can see that. Oh, wait, the commoners start armed. That's interesting. I don't. The commoners have a few privileges actually. I'm curious what those are, but we'll see. We shall see. Regional laws of Denmark. Yeah, yeah. They got the unique policy. I really love the whole like unique policies and sometimes there's even a unique like type of policy or law that people get. So very interesting stuff. I can't wait to try and you know like, play around with all this unique stuff, and then once I get to actually modding, um, try throwing some of the vanilla stuff onto some relevant countries in the mod, and then making up new ones, of course. But yeah, decentralization and free subjects is interesting. Theoretically, as Denmark, you don't really want decentralization. I figure because uh, you, well, I don't know. Maybe because you're owning lots of colonies over the course of the game, over large distances, decentralization might be good. I think. I don't remember what it does. I think decentralization gives you a increase to like maximum control in some places, but I also think centralization gives you control stuff too. It's a different way of handling it. I don't remember the nuance of it. Paradox releases a game. Community can't wait to mod this. Yeah, there are so many people who are waiting to mod EU5 that are that are desperate for they're desperate for content creators to leak them stuff. Hasn't happened as far as I understand it so far, which is a good thing. But people are desperate for it. Yeah, I'm certainly going to be playing EU5 a lot, but like when it comes out. But yeah, when the game comes out, I'm gonna be I ain't gonna be sleeping much. I'm gonna be breathing this game for a bit because I'm gonna be playing the game and streaming that, and then I'm gonna be modding the game and streaming that. I'm just gonna be online streaming it and modding it, streaming playing it, streaming modding it,
Spend time with your girlfriend?
and spending time with my girlfriend, who's here right now. Yep, I'll be spending. Yep, I'll do that. EU5 is even better than norm. Well, it definitely looks like EU5 is going to be better on launch than most Paradox games are. I'm very pleased with that fact. It's a game that I'll probably actually be down to play the vanilla of for a long period of time. Wow. Eh. Yeah, you get your works of art, uh, too niche of an information. But the unique advance, they don't get one for the Age of Renaissance? What? No unique advance for Renaissance for Denmark? What? But in the Age of Traditions, they get maritime presence plus 25% and proximity cost through maritime -1. Okay. Okay. I might need to, and then I see that in the Age of Discovery they get efficiency of cabinet. Maybe I've been too harsh on Denmark because I skipped over this while I was skimming through earlier. That is really good. All the efficiency of cabinet stuff is amazing because there's so many things that you want to use that for, and there's so many different, so many important things that you want that help with. And the maritime presence and proximity cost through maritime, the maritime presence means that these affect each other because maritime presence increases like like it makes your proximity cost over water better. Yeah, reduced proximity cost. So the -1 proximity cost through maritime is amazing on its own, but then also the extra maritime presence. There's so many things that maritime presence affects, including proximity cost. So as Denmark, okay, you got a pretty shitty start, but as you go along, this is going to make you fantastic at propagating control along coastlines. Which, fun fact, is all of Scandinavia really. Less proximity cost for maritime is crazy. It's the best way to spread control. Yeah. Make it so much easier. I That's going to be fantastic. As Denmark, you're due to this, you're going to really be able to propagate control across the Baltic and Scandinavia in general. Much better as a result of that. Don't know how good because don't get our hands on the game, but the point is it's going to be really nice. And then of course the efficiency of cabinet. Yeah, never sneeze on that, as I was saying. Obvious reasons why. Copenhagen Dockyard, you get a unique building. The 10% efficiency of cabinet is, yes, very, very good. And then as the game goes on, Reformation, you get a unique building, but also naval supplies output 20%. You're going to be so efficient at producing naval supplies. 20% that's a large number. Can you imagine just getting something in Victoria 3? I mean, y'all don't like Vic 3, but if you just get something like this, like, oh yeah, just here, just this country gets this unique bonus for 20% extra throughput on like opium. Uh, Jeez. What does the dockyard actually do? So yeah, okay, it's a mid game. I say mid. Yeah. Reformation is like the smack dab middle of the game. So yeah, no. If only you had access to Sweden or Norway's vast lumber supply. Well, I mean, you got to take it, and that's the problem. Because I don't know how you're gonna take it. You theoretically can try and beg Novgorod for help, but how likely is Novgorod to actually want to help you? I don't think the chances of that are especially high. Making weird noises. You got to take that land off of them, and I don't think there's an easy way for you to do that because I was looking and hoping that there was going to be a way that you could make the Kalmar Union, but I don't know. They haven't talked about it. I swear that there was a dev that said there was like events that can lead to the formation of the Kalmar Union. Um, but maybe it was instead that they thought about doing it and decided against it because it's too railroady.
Don't grab me. Leave me alone. I just want a wiener.
Nom nom. Monthly sailors plus 30 is a very nice amount though. And shipbuilding capacity plus 2. So theoretically, this is something you can build in addition. You'll have this in addition to whatever other port you've got. So you could be able to build a ton of ships at a single time.
The first two-headed streamer.
Bonk.
The bald is crazy. Yeah, that's what made me date him.
Yes.
That baldhead.
Yep.
First date I saw him, he took the hat off, and I was like, "Oh my God, you're bald! Marry me right now."
Please, smooch, smooch, smooch.
Militant words.
She took out her wallet and was like, "Please let me pay anything for bald man." I mean, she actually did do that, but not for that reason. You were blinded by the bald radiance. You stared at my skull, and you couldn't even think. You were stunned into just awe.
How long have you been doing this TikTok?
Why do you care?
Tummy. Hungry.
Tummy hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna steal all of my
I want
little
chicken.
hot dog things? Yeah.
I want chicken.
I want chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, need some chicken.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
Well,
you don't want me to tell her that you like your girlfriend now, do you? I don't know if Twitter's gonna like that.
I'm not on Twitter. Don't care.
I don't know if my mother is
care.
gonna like that. There you go. That's more scary.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
I don't know if grandmother is gonna like that. There. Oh,
Just let me do my talking. I don't know. I don't know how long it's gonna be,
then
honestly.
you want me chicken.
I'll owe you chicken afterwards,
Then once you're
okay?
done, I want chicken.
It's not that hard to preheat the oven and put it in, you know.
Yeah, but I haven't like bossed you around yet today, and it feels weird.
This woman. This woman. Can you believe her? Can you
I
fucking
haven't watched a
believe?
video.
Yeah, she's going to watch your video. So, mind you, the 1600 gold cost is and the and the time that's a mid game. Honestly, I think her eating a salad would be a lot more difficult than getting that chicken that she's referring to because don't have much in the way of veg around here.
What?
Not enough veg.
No.
Dude mine's telling you to eat a salad. Go eat a salad, woman. It's not salad around.
Fucking find this guy. I need more salad than that guy. Fuck. I don't want to hear it.
For age of absolutism, lots of people get this. Why are there? I swear there's like 3 different countries you've seen that get in the age of absolutism a unique advantage, just like a little estate satisfaction. No, no. Hey, hey. Give me back my lemonade.
Look at all that cream soda, by the way.
You drank it.
I don't think it all.
All the cans.
Did you drink it?
No.
I didn't drink it all. Where the fuck did it go?
Well, yeah, you drank all the bottle, but you didn't drink all the cans. Downstairs in the on the top of the mini fridge.
Upstairs?
Yeah, you do.
Your little brother's gonna want to talk to me.
Well, then talk to him. Actually, no, he's in bed now.
Your dad's gonna want to talk to me.
Denmark's set up to be pretty decent naval power if they live. If they live, yes, that is the problem. They're pretty haggard. I am a fan of haggard starts where you can recover and then become better. They're gonna have a lot of bonuses. You can see the College of Admiralty at the very end of the game. The very end of the game, they get 10% cheaper navies and combat outside own coasts. Now, does this mean outside own coast? Does that mean in own coast? Like this is in your own lands? Your navies are better? Or is this for some reason your navy being explicitly better anywhere else? Because this looks suspiciously like it's this looks suspiciously like it's saying your navy's. Yeah, I hope that's what's saying. I hope that's what it means, that it's in your own land. It would just be, but it's just the way I don't know. The wording is a little strange to me, but in any case, this here is arguably the crux. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, this is arguably the crux of why Denmark is in such a terrible spot. Their previous king was so god awful at managing literally everything that even. Hello?
Oh no.
He's not in bed.
Oh no.
No, I thought you went to sleep like an hour ago.
What's under the door? Where did he slide?
Devious little creature. Um,
My favorite chocolate.
go talk to him.
Oh, child. I heard it.
Yes, there's a wild creature out there who's dispensing chocolate.
Be
Apparently.
in bed.
Yeah.
No. Thank you for the chocolate. That's what she Peter. This is for you.
For me? Why isn't it for
you?
him? Oh, where was that?
Did you check your butt?
Thank you, thank you. I was looking for this. I thought I might have left it at work. Do you like Crispy Crunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty
It's
indifferent
like
to it.
my favorite chocolate.
Yeah, then take it. Yeah, I'm indifferent to it.
I don't have any.
That's okay.
No,
Thank you.
no. What kind of dog are you? I'm being asked what kind of dog that is.
I'd say like we have to be a kind of dog. Probably a husky. I can see husky.
A rough. What the dog that?
Stop him. He punching
Guess
me.
what my least favorite candy is? It's in like
Uh,
a little plastic bag.
Can that's in a little plastic bag.
Candy.
well, that's why he gave the chocolate away. He can't have chocolate because he's a dog. He's a dog, so he can't eat chocolate. So that's why he gave it.
You hate
You hate
Gushers?
gushers? Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. You hate gushers?
Yeah.
I've been munching on those. Like
The
it's a
juice is
joke.
like, to me, the juice is.
That's the best part. It's like you're eating a fruit, but it's not healthy. So like you could be eating a fruit.
It's
and it would be like,
artificially flavored and it sucks.
well, it's artificially flavored and it tastes amazing. It's like it's basically like eating fruit, except it's just way more unhealthy for no reason. That's awesome. Like imagine you could just be eating like slices of orange, but like instead you're choosing not to and you're eating something way worse.
Yeah, I would definitely rather have to eat 2 whole oranges than have 1 packet of crackers.
Sorry if I'm annoying you guys with this. Sorry if we're annoying you with the distraction from the topic.
Peter asked me to get the chicken. He was like, "No, woman, I'm not getting chicken." And I was like, that's never imagined.
This is glorious. Okay. The light.
What's the light on?
Yeah, I do like the light. I'm joking.
Metaverse.
Devious creature. He knows he's in front of an audience now, so he's acting up. He's acting up.
Remember someone asked if he was your kid?
Yeah. Someone asked if you were my kid. I almost forgot about that. Yeah. You're just flicking me with your long fucking fingernails. What are you doing? Shave those things. Clip them off,
In the towns?
or pick them, or chew them like a decent.
No,
human being.
do not start doing that.
No,
That's a
okay.
very bad habit you cannot break. That is a horrible habit to start.
I already do this.
Yeah, I do that too.
It's just like separating food.
Yeah.
I found I had
So-
an applesauce one time and I took the lid off and it was like my teeth are like it hurts. But I was like
Don't bite your nails, because that's a very bad habit. I've been doing that since I was 4, and I'm 19 now. I can't stop.
I thought you said you were older than
It's not. It's yeah, exactly. He's not my kid. He's just a child I've acquired.
Yeah.
I just found him out in the park. The police haven't found us yet. Well said, Eric.
He's
Yeah.
cared for.
Yeah. The police stopped looking. They stopped looking years ago. Don't cough on me. You're gonna get me sick.
A horrible immune system.
Yeah, I do.
He's like a sickly Victorian child.
This kid's got a great immune system. I've got the worst. I get strep throat like 3 times a year.
looks terrible.
I know. Let's fix the story.
All right, let me try and get this a little bit back on track now. So, Denmark has 454 ducats, I don't know, gold, whatever they call it, in debt. Which the Byzantines, as we talked about, the Byzantines are in debt at the game start, but it's like 90 gold, and they have millions of people more. Literal millions of people. They have several times the population. Yeah, you all better leave. They got several times the population. Oh, never mind.
She might never.
She might never return.
That's kind of what happens with my mom. Sometimes.
Your mom goes to the bathroom and never returns?
Well, she takes like an hour to
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
Me, it's a little more. For me, most happen.
So we don't know the tax base of the Byzantines, but yeah, 20 tax base. It's like the GDP. The GDP. How many times the GDP of Denmark is this debt? Way too much.
I guess I'm a bodyguard now.
The Romans are doing fine-ish at this point. Yeah, exactly. Denmark doesn't like own its own country yet. Like theoretically, they haven't talked about it, but honestly, with the fact that they've sold off a ton of the country to the nobles, I'd expect them to, they've got, it's represented with a ton of debt, but that they've got a ton of debt and that hasn't solved it. But also, really, they should probably have some big penalties for the like control and just income. Maybe like the nobles should have a terrible privilege that is just like huge penalty to the amount that you can tax the nobles, because the nobles just like own the whole country. It might be represented by the debt and massive noble power. I don't think that we've seen what the nobles' privileges are. I hope that the nobles have a unique privilege for, the fact that they own most of the country. Provinces get repossessed. Yeah, just get provinces randomly get turned into a vassal, and it's like a unique vassal type that's just noble tax haven. But yeah, they with 454 debt, they just there are penalties for having your crown power less than 25, but I don't remember what those penalties are exactly. It just it's not a good place to be. Legitimacy and prestige. Yeah, Denmark just doesn't have anything going for it. The only thing that Denmark has going for it, the singular thing, is that it gets naval bonuses at game start, and they just get stronger. I'm pretty sure that control is one of the penalties for having low crown power, yeah. That Denmark did a sick move called pee pee poo 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 pee 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 poo poo doo doo. Oh, you got one. Good. I told you. Did you have to ask him?
No.
No? What did he say to you then?
You didn't say anything.
No. I'm sus of you.
I bought it. I should be able to drink it.
Yeah, you should. You should.
My hard-earned money on it.
Yeah, you did. You
Where did you buy it?
Actually, I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember. I probably bought it. I think I bought those.
Well,
Just like the gushers. So I'm gonna eat the gushers as much as I damn well please.
okay.
High debt, no lumber, no mines, good boats. Yeah. Yeah. There is one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they're gonna have to import all of their building materials. It's gonna be terrible. Okay. So the thing that's important is like because we can talk about like they got no wood, they need to import it. So the thing is that the something that is oft forgotten is the fact that market capitals all generate based on the number of pops within them certain resources. We have been told lumber is one of those resources. So in a location, if you're playing in a place that has no wood of its own, there's no forests, no RGOs of lumber, the market capital in that area will still produce some wood. There will always be some wood in a market. The problem is the pops need wood, especially in the northern parts of the map where it's cold and the needs for lumber spike in the winter. So technically, Denmark, you know, also, the Lubeck node, it gets the lumber from, Norway and Sweden. They produce a decent amount of lumber. Technically, the market also has its own innate production of lumber too. But a lot of that the innate production of it just gets spent on pop needs. Based from development? Oh, it's based on development. I thought it was on pop numbers. If it's based on development, then that changes things as well. Huh. Makes a lot of sense though. I mean, it would be very strange if you get a new market that shows up in the new world. A market shows up in the new world because you create a colonial nation and then you just send a shit ton of slaves there, and suddenly that market capital gets producing a ton of resources just because there's a lot of pops there. Base production from okay. Because there's a lot of a lot of the strategy ends up being with countries that actually can use slaves is that you'll whenever you're trying to urbanize a new region you're expanding into or exploit its resources you'll just send slaves there to increase the pop numbers in a specific location, and theoretically that would just crank up the base production of goods to help you out, but it doesn't, which is a good thing in that case. But all this ranting and raving and going around in a circle, Denmark's in a crappy situation, and we've taken way too long talking about all this in a circle. I do need to, because I am going to need to wrap this up eventually, and then feed my girlfriend. I need to feed her, I guess.
I'm like a sim character, I have
Yeah.
a bar.
You're going to start making gibberish noises if I don't feed you soon.
So.
Yeah. Royal wedding, some events that will facilitate the recovery of the country. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to this one before, but you can. Yeah, there's a courtier in Upper Bavaria. So what do you marry? No, it's not. It's not to the Wittelsbachs. That would be funny if this was like the marriage into the Wittelsbach family. What's with the Arabic numerals rather than Roman? Where? Where? Arabic numerals? Where? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yep. 5 instead of the V. That's that's a good that's a good question. Yeah. I didn't even looking at it, I could tell something's wrong, but I didn't know what. Do I think I'll catch sleep sometime? I'll catch strep. Catch strep somewhere around the 4th of November. If I catch strep around the 4th of November, which is also quite likely because I often do get strep throat around the 4th of November, around November, December, I will die. I will just cry and be sad and just be an unhappy boy. It'll be miserable. I don't know what I'll do. But yeah. You marry into one of the powerful nobles' families, and as a result, you inherit land back. And then you assassinate Count Guard? Yeah. Charlie, if I become sick, if I become sick around November when EU5 comes out, and I play the game anyway while I'm sick, will you narrate the stream? Because I can't talk.
I can try.
You'll have no idea what's going on, but you can narrate it anyway.
I
Yeah.
did improv.
You'll just go with it. Yeah.
I did improv classes. I can do that.
Perfect. Perfect. Mind you, it's definitely not going to happen. Totally, truly, never would happen. But so you can assassinate. What does assassinate give you though? Seems gain too many enemies, better to reach a compromise. So, okay, so yeah, you can kill him and then annex Schleswig. Huh? Oh. 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 The ruler of Schleswig, who is the regent. Oh yeah. So you murder him, and then that puts a German on the throne. That's an interesting change of events. Yeah, so you marry Valdemar Estrid's daughter. So so you marry a member of the current ruling family, this like the regent's family. You marry a member of the regent's family to this guy from Bavaria, and then you get the current ruler, the regent murdered, and then as a result of him being murdered, that guy that you married into your family gets put on the throne, and then that's how you have a Bavarian on your throne. Huh. Or both situations cause him to. So no matter what you do, that guy is gonna become the ruler if the marriage happens. I guess. Huh. That's weird. The choice between money and legitimacy. That feels a little sad, you know? Why can't you have more choice than, money or legitimacy? Why does it always have to result in Schleswig being annexed, the current ruler being removed either through assassination or money, and then the Bavarian being on the throne? Yeah, I mean the second option lets you keep the first guy around as a character because it's funny. I don't know. I think it's funny to have more options, but yeah. Last event will also fire if the regent died through other means and Valdemar has already become king, with the obvious difference of no option. So, Scania, you can sell the rest of Scania, I guess. Yeah, because you've got two tiles in Scania. So you can. This is tragic because you're in so much debt. Yeah, it is what happened historically, from what I hear. Um, you're in so much debt that this honestly, as insane as it is, might be that might actually be something worth considering. Uh, it'd be so bad though. You really don't want to lose that land. You've already got so few people. Half of the debt, yeah, half of the debt's gone, but yeah, you lose stability. Lose stability, and then get the Danes refused given to Sweden. Yeah, they might attack you. And then the rebellion of Hans Offissen. Hans Offissen, one of the most esteemed members of the nobility, has been discovered plotting against the Swedish overlordship of Scania. His reasons for discontent with our overlords are not without truth, since King Magnus Balbo has frequently neglected the matters of our state in favor of the Swedish nobles. With the recent developments in Denmark, it might be beneficial for us to once again proclaim our loyalty to the Danish state. Oh, so this is a way that you can see, like, the historical answer is to just kick him out, but you could choose to, if you're playing as Scania, Scania can choose to support Denmark. Hmm. If mind you, if they choose to support Denmark, this realistically will just mean that it's easier for Sweden to integrate them because you just conquer them and then get an excuse to fight Denmark and take their land too. Oh, support his rebellion might lead to our country being annexed by Denmark. That's kind of rough, though. Yeah. So it's something. Yeah, it's just for the AI, really. If Scania fuels the rebellion and switches its loyalty to the Danish king, Denmark will have the option of instantly annexing Scania at the risk of entering into a war with Sweden. Otherwise, if Scania remains loyal to Sweden and expels the rebel, Denmark will have the option to purchase the territory. Huh? What? Denmark could buy it back? You can buy back Scania from Sweden? Why would they just buy it back? Why would they let you buy it back? Celebrate the victory, then focus on the area's integration. Okay. Some other events, yeah. Residence for the king. Hans Christian Andersen. That's a famous name. I don't know what he did, but that's a very famous name. Fairy fairy tales for children. Super late game stuff. Fair enough. So it's a super late game event where a famous historic child story writer. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, the Little Mermaid and stuff. Huh, nice. Yeah, then you get some events for the Reformation, resettling Greenland. Yeah, I did skip when I was skimming through. I saw this and thought I was curious because because Greenland starts as a tag. There's already a tag. There's already a tag that of Greenland, and it talks here about the attempts to recolonize it failing. So like this theoretically means that. Does this mean that an AI controlled Greenland colony is going to fail a lot of the time? There will be events based around the colony of Greenland failing? Because that's pretty cool. Yeah, assuming AI Greenland will fail and just disappear. So then Denmark gets an event if they colonize it. That barren wasteland is not worth our resources. Fish markets, yeah, yeah. So that's not quite so important. A lot of this stuff. There's a lot of these very simple events. This sort of thing is going to be so just like this is something I'm gonna really need. It's gonna be so easy to make though, but it's gonna be really good for people to learn to mod. I'm gonna need to. I think a lot of these dynamic historical events are ways that I'm gonna need to try and introduce folks that join my modding team as contributors or testers to like how to actually work on EU5, because they'll be able to just get a country and I can show them how to create these events, because it's only going to be a couple files you need to edit for this really. So theoretically, I could get a couple folks to learn how to do the simpler stuff like this more, because this stuff is neat. It'll definitely be nice in mods to see these things happen. It's not crucial though, but it'll be nice. So it's definitely a good thing to teach someone off of. Yeah, Denmark in 1337, to be or not to be. Yeah, yeah. It's fucking useless. The state of Denmark. I forget what I forget what Hamlet says exactly. Some something rotten in the state of Denmark, I think, is from that. It's from Hamlet, but I don't remember for certain. But this has gone on quite a while now, and I should try to wrap this up instead of looking through all of the comments, because otherwise the girlfriend is gonna go. She's gonna go hungry.
Starving.
She's already starving.
So.
Something about the state of Denmark.
Well,
With that, then, folks, I suppose we'll make a poll. Make a poll. Look for the comment. No, no, no. I'm not making a poll about looking for the comments or not.
What?
They want me to make a poll as to whether I should look through the comments or go make food for you or not.
You can put a comments.
That takes a while, though. I don't know. I can skim through it. Yeah. If you say it's okay, then I can just scroll down and see, skim through it. There won't be all that much worth mentioning here, I'm sure. Okay. Kalmar Union. There is content relating to it, including advances in events and a custom name for a PU including those countries, although the mechanics for the union itself fall into general mechanics for unions. Okay, so yeah, if you want to form the Kalmar Union, you got to do it by hook or by crook. You got to make it happen yourself, which is tough, I suppose. I don't know how you're going to accomplish that easily. The thing that I guess helps with it, though, is the fact that Sweden and Norway are already in a personal union. So if you, as Denmark, what's this hair? There's a hair in my mouth. If you, as Denmark or Sweden, are able to, if you do marriage stuff, I don't know, play the marriage game and get a claim on the other's throne. Actually, realistically, the best way to do it would be a Sweden, though, because if you get a claim on Sweden's throne, would you realistically be able to press it against all of them? I don't think so. I don't know how that works. Like, there's a PU between Sweden and Norway. So what happens if Denmark gets a claim on Sweden's throne through marriage and presses it? Can they press it on all of them? I don't know how that works. So realistically, you'd want to do it as Sweden. Or even Norway. Norway's not a weak country. I mean, they're not amazing, but they'd have a decent shot at doing it to Denmark with how trash their start is. Danish numeration system. Okay. Different courtrooms. This is one of the lower tier ones. Denmark's using it because it's tied to the ruler, and the Danish region does account. Oh, okay. So just different tiered background. Makes sense. Fate of Southern Highland event. Does Sweden gain a CB to take the provinces by force? Yeah. Danish Estonia can be sold. There's Matt Fur talking about Denmark not having unique advances for the Age of Renaissance. They have, just didn't show. Why didn't you show it all? Why didn't you show the Renaissance one? Oh. Portrait. It's the solution for the sound toll. They allow the controller of the street to charge a fee for trade going through it. Oh, so the sound toll still exists as like a mechanic, even though it's not the market capital. That's interesting. So that means that the game is tracking. That's really good, though. That is really good to know. I'm glad I looked through the comments. Kind of want to take a screenshot of that actually, because the fact that the sound toll exists and it's a mechanic where the game is tracking where trade is flowing, and they're being like, well, the trade flows through here, so they're charging a cost for all the trade flowing through it. That's really good to know, and I'm definitely going to have to make use of that in a few places in my mod. Window noise? I don't know. Maybe it was my stomach noise. Because I'm getting hungry too. Noble Regency. Oh, Noble Denmark. Regents of Denmark are not actually vassals. Okay, well, I'm confused then. Physical defects such as eye damage. Computer needs to customly made to resemble a historical one. Okay. Greenland able to reliably be forgotten and lost. Last I checked, the island didn't go anywhere. Much of it is wasteland in game, though, and combined with the climate, there's not many chances for it becoming the center of a booming economy and population. Well, that's not very helpful because the thing they're asking is the thing that's being asked here is not whether it's going to disappear into the fog of war because people still know it's there. The thing that's being asked is whether or not the colony is going to be lost. What if that applies to other straits? Yeah, maybe. It would be nice if like Gibraltar. Gibraltar would be amazing. Yeah, the question, like, last time I checked it didn't go any well. Maybe Roger, maybe. Not to put any disrespect on Roger's name. He does a lot, does good work, but yeah, maybe the fact that your answer to the question seems so obvious and silly is because, you know, his question, or rather put, maybe because the reason his question seems so obvious to answer and silly is not because it's an obvious question, but it's instead something a little different. That, yeah, the person just wants to know if the colony gets abandoned, which is a very interesting concept. Based on that one Greenland video at least one point. I mean, yeah, Greenland could eventually become decent, I guess. It's really shitty, but yeah, I mean, you can nickel and dime your way to being something if you work really hard at it as Greenland. But yeah, point is that yeah, the question at hand though is more about the case of whether or not like the AI will just lose it, which theoretically they should, because that's what happened historically. But with that, we have read through all the comments. There's not as many as I had expected. There's not a whole lot to say about Denmark. It's pretty cut and dry. So, with that, we will wrap this one up here, and I'm going to go try and feed the girlfriend and myself, because she's starving. Womp womp. Alright. Thank you all for watching. and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye.